Hello students, last day from fraction chapters we have learned about equivalent fractions. So today our topic is comparing fractions. So comparing means suppose there are two fractions, we need to compare that which of them is greater, okay, or we can say that which of them is smaller. So suppose there are two fractions 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So we can say that in these two fractions we have to compare them. So at first let us learn comparing fractions for same denominators. So here we can see that the denominators are different. First we will learn for same denominators. So suppose I take two numbers 1 by 5, 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. So I have taken three fractions. So by 5 means we can say that there are total 5 divisions within which we are talking about only one division, right? So 1 by 5 means suppose there is a box like this. So we will first divide this into 5 equal divisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions. So here we are talking about only the first division, that is 1 by 5. So this fraction is 1 by 5. Now moving on to the next one. Next one we have 2 by 5. So suppose we are talking about the same bar where we can divide this into 5 equal divisions. So here we have 2 by 5. So we are talking about two parts. So we will shade the first two part. So this one we have 2 by 5. Now next again let us draw the same part. This time also we will divide this into 5 equal divisions because here we need to get 3 by 5. So for getting 3 by 5 we will shade the first three parts. Now look, here it is very evident that looking at the first three parts, we can say that all of them are having total 5 parts. So that is why all of their denominators are 5. So here all the denominators are 5. But the numerators are different. First one the numerator was 1, second one it was 2 and third one it was 3. So clearly by these three pictures we can say that in this one it is representing more part, isn't it? This part is more than this part, so this is greater than this. Also this is greater than the first part. So we can say that within these three fractions the greatest fraction is 3 by 5. So if we write this in descending order, descending means first we will write the greatest one. So the greatest fraction is 3 by 5. Then the next fraction is less than this. So the next one will be 2 by 5. Then again the third one is 1 by 5. So if I compare, we can say that this is the greatest, this is the second greatest and this is the least fraction within these three fractions only. Okay. Now if we have different denominators, suppose we will look at this one and this one. So the first one we have 1 by 2 and the second one we have 1 by 3. So look, whenever the denominators are same, we can easily get the answer by looking at the numerators. But in this case the denominators are different. So remember we need to make the denominators same. So how are we going to get that? So first we have 2 and 3. So if we get this 2, so suppose 1 by 2 is there. So we can multiply these two numbers, like 2 into 3 gives us 6. So if we get the denominator 6 for both of these fractions, we can get a different numerator. See, 2 if we multiply with 3, we will get 6. Again 1 we need to multiply with the same number. So we are getting 3 by 6. In the next one, if we multiply 3 with 2, we will get 6. So that means the numerator also we have to multiply with the same number, that is 2. So this is 2 by 6. So now these two are having the same denominators, isn't it? So now just simply look at the numerators. Here the numerator is 3 and here it is 2. So which is greater? We can easily say that 3 by 6 is greater. So 3 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6, which also means that the original number of 3 by 6 was 1 by 2. So we can write 1 by 2 instead of 3 by 6, and we will write 1 by 3 instead of 2 by 6. So 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. Okay, which also indicates one more thing. Whenever the numerators are same, the one which is having the lower denominator will be the greater fraction. See, in the denominators, here it is having 2 and here it is having 3, and both of them are having the same numerator. In that case, what happens? The fraction having the lesser denominator becomes the greater fraction. So here the lesser denominator is 2 and the 1 by 2 becomes the greater fraction. Okay, so this is all about the concepts of comparing fractions. And this one, remember, if we have different denominators, in that case the comparison must be done using equivalent fraction concept. With this fraction concept we have already learned in equivalent fractions. So this is how we are going to compare any two fractions. Okay, now let us move on to the exercise. Now let us move to exercise 33. I have taken sum number 8. So the first 9 sums, it says that put the correct symbol greater than or less than in the placeholder, right? So I have taken sum number 8. So we will see that which of them is greater. See, here the denominators are equal, so we need not worry about the denominators. So we will next see the numerators. Here the numerator 21 is greater than 8. So we can say that this fraction is greater than this fraction. Okay. Now let us move on to ascending orders. Moving on to ascending orders, I have taken sum number B. The question says we have 4 fractions and they are 7 by 10, 3 by 10, 6 by 10 and 1 by 10. Now look at the denominators. Here all the denominators are equal. So what we will do, we will now look at the numerators. Looking at the numerators, see, we have to arrange these in ascending order. That means we have to first place the lowest fraction, right? So the lowest fraction here will be the one having the lowest numerator. So the lowest numerator here is 1. So we can say that the first one is 1 by 10. Now on the next fraction, we'll put a comma here. The next fraction becomes the next one having the second lowest numerator. So after 1, the second one is 3 by 10. Then next we have 6 by 10. And at last we have 7 by 10. So the gradually becomes, the number in the numerator gradually becomes greater, isn't it? So this is why we can arrange this in ascending order like this. Okay. Now let us move on to sum number 11, which has descending order. Now 11, I have taken number C. So the question has 11 by 15, 4 by 15, 14 by 15, 7 by 15 and 13 by 15. Here we have to arrange them in descending order. That means we have to write the greatest fraction first. So the greatest fraction will be the fraction having the greatest number in the numerator. So in the numerator we are having 11, 4, 14, 7 and 13. Within them the greatest number is 14. So that means the first number we will place in descending order will be 14 by 15. The first fraction. Now the next fraction will be the number less than 14. So after 14 we have 13 by 15. Then next we have, so these two are done. Then next we have 11. So 11 by 15. After that we have 7 by 15. And the last one we have 4 by 15. So this is how we will arrange them in descending order. So this is what it ends exercise 33. I have done all the types of sums So the rest of the sums are your homework, and we will solve the next exercise on the next day. Thank you, students.